So as someone who invests a small amount into a portfolio, for me, for example, about $30 every single week, I rarely get the opportunity to actually invest a significant amount of money into dividend paying stocks and exchange traded funds at once. But last week, I sold a few positions that I had in my portfolio from when I was a little bit of a riskier investor. Unfortunately, it was for an overall loss, but it left me with over $200 to reinvest into some other dividend positions. And as I've said before, just like a lot of you guys out there, my goal is to build a portfolio that focuses on dividend growth and overall profit growth. And that's why I invested into these three dividend positions. The first company I invested into is Hormel. It's a food company that's known for different brands such as Planters and Spam. For the past 5 years, Hormel's stock has actually lost money, decreasing by 28% in profit, including a 31% drop just last year. However, the dividend history of Hormel is really what I felt like offsetted its overall profit loss over the past 5 years, and that's exactly why I invested into it. Hormel currently has a 3.71% dividend yield and has a 5-year growth rate of 7.47%, which is pretty comforting for someone looking for consistent dividend payouts. What's even more comforting is that this company has consistently paid and increased its dividend payout towards shareholders for 57 years, making it one of the few dividend companies out there that's categorized as a dividend king. With all that in mind, I put a third of my total available balance towards this position, which came out to be about $75, and that gave me an additional 2.2 shares towards my position at an average price of $34.06. You can also see that my average share price went down, resulting in my yield of cost to go up, which is always a good thing. The second position I invested into is a very popular ETF called the Schwab US Dividend Equity, which tracks the Dow Jones US Dividend 100, investing in companies that are known to consistently pay their shareholders dividends. It's a well-diversified portfolio, and for me that was really obvious, seeing that after I noticed the technology sector, which being the largest sector in the stock market, is the fourth largest holding in SCHD. And that results in holdings in companies such as Broadcom, AbbVie, and Home Depot. When it comes to growth, SCHD has luckily been on the positive side when it comes to the short and the long term, having a growth of 4.24% in 2023 and over 50% growth over the past 5 years. This is definitely a dividend focused ETF with over a 3% dividend yield and a 13% dividend growth rate over the past 5 years, which definitely builds some confidence in long-term holders. And that's on top of the 12 years of consistent dividend payouts and dividend increases that SCHD has had with its shareholders. Investing $75 into SCHD increased my position by 0.96 shares, which actually increased my average share price by 72 cents and decreased my yield of cost a few percentages. Not what I really want to see, but it's been a few months since I last invested in this position, so it's all good. The third position I decided to invest into is Starbucks, which more than likely doesn't need any more introduction than that. There's a good chance you're probably watching this video inside of a Starbucks right now. With that, Starbucks growth unfortunately hasn't been that great over the past year, decreasing its share price by over 13%, even though the past 5 years have been pretty positive and even better as we go back to the past 10 years. Seeing all that, I definitely wanted to take advantage of it by adding more shares of Starbucks into my position, especially seeing that its share price is currently close to its 52-week all-time low, which makes this a heavily discounted position for such a popular company. Dividend-wise, it currently has a 2.49% yield with a 5-year growth rate of 9.78%, almost 2% per year, which is not bad at all. It's pretty great. And just like SCHD, that's on top of consistently paying and increasing its shareholders' dividends for the past 12 years. Adding a little over $75 to my position gave me an additional 0.83 shares and actually decreased my average cost a few cents as well. Investing into all three of these positions didn't really do what I wanted to do in the grand scheme of things when it comes to my profit loss, so that kind of sucks. My annual dividends did get a nice boost, and along with my other investments, helped increase my annual dividend payout from $301 to about $320 per year. And again, that's assuming I don't invest any more into this portfolio, not even considering drip. Selling off those positions and reinvesting that money into positions that I know of is just the start of me building a portfolio of companies I can be really confident on based on what they do and what they bring to the table as far as overall profits and their dividend history. And that will hopefully decrease the likelihood of me getting paid dividends 1 month from a company that I don't remember having, and even worse, don't remember what they do or what their history is like. That's something that actually happened to me last month, which I talk about in this video. And February was a really good month for me when it comes to growth and dividends, but it definitely was a wake-up call for me to review my portfolio to see what I'm actually doing and why I'm investing into some of the investments that I had. So hopefully you guys check out this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And just like always, I appreciate you guys, and take care.